What's up, Internet? How are you guys doing today? My name is Josh, and welcome to Little Eagle Gaming. Today I want to bring you guys in and I want to talk to you about some stuff that's going on IRL that is probably going to impact the channel maybe a tidge, and some other stuff that's going on the channel currently, as well as some stuff that I might be bringing to the channel. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the current content. I have transitioned my ARK series into a PvP series. If you are a longtime follower of the channel, you know that I am mainly a PvE kind of guy. I've got a little over 2,000 hours worth of PvE playtime on the ARK, and not very much PvP stuff, so I felt like it was time for a change. I have been in conversations with Titan Shield Gaming for a while now, and he's been begging and pleading and trying to get me to do PvP content with him or in general, and finally I caved and I'm on his server and we're doing some PvP stuff. Now, we're on that server with a bunch of other much better PvP players than myself, so if you want to see maybe some stuff that goes on behind the scenes to ensure that an alpha tribe actually stays alpha, by all means go check that content out. As far as me attacking people and that kind of stuff, I've only got a couple of actual confirmed kills, if you will, in the game. Unfortunately, those are during times when my children are up and running around and acting like fools, so I haven't really recorded them. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. So, that being said, I want to talk about something else that I'm hoping to bring to the channel. Now, here's where I need your help, so drop the comments in the section below after you hear my question. So, the question is, at its core, what should I bring to the channel? I've been watching Subnautica and their updates and all of that stuff, and I'm thinking I might bring Subnautica to the channel. However, the thing is I'm not really sure how much time and effort is going to go into that. If you guys remember my Skyrim series, it kind of just stopped mid-series, and I would really like to pick that up. But the biggest problem with that is I would play for 4 or 5 hours at a time, and then I would cut that 4 or 5 hours into about 30 minutes worth of viewable content, and that is kind of not easy to do with the current state of my job and everything else that's going on. It's been really hard for me to actually continue to churn out content for ARK, and at the core of this channel, I do not want this channel to be only an ARK channel. I want to do more. I want you guys to see more of what I am about, what I hope for this channel to one day become. And the problem is simply time. I just don't have it. My job takes me away from my computer for 4 to 5 days at a time, and it just makes it extremely hard. If you guys have seen like the one live stream that I actually did on Planet Nomads, I really wanted to turn that game into the game that I live stream, but Planet Nomads is still currently in its alpha state, and it just doesn't have the optimization in order for all of the sound and everything to be working properly. So that kind of sucks. I've even tried just recording content for Planet Nomads, and it still cuts out sound output from the game, and I do not know why. So that's a huge issue on my part. But going back to the job and all of that stuff, I have a surgery coming up. So this video should be coming out on a Saturday, and so this upcoming Thursday, I have a surgery on my knee. So again, those of you that have been with the channel for at least a year now, you probably remember last year I injured my knee, and at the time I tore my ACL, my MCL, and the meniscus, and the doctors told me that they didn't want to do surgery. I was going to go through physical therapy, and I got the range of motion back in my knee, but my knee has been painful ever since. And I have been to the doctor multiple times in the last year, and they just continue to tell me to take medicine and to work out. And the problem is, when I work out, it hurts. It hurts when I do nothing, and it hurts even worse when I do more. So now that I've moved back to the States, I've spoken to a different doctor, and he is not happy with the answers that I was receiving. And I'm actually very thankful that this doctor wanted me to seek a second opinion, because I did seek that second opinion, and they suggest surgery. They looked at an MRI for my knee. They can tell where the ACL and the MCL were injured, and they can tell where those two ligaments have healed, and they look very awkward on the MRI. Those are the doctor's words, by the way. And they've also found what appears to be a microfracture in the femur, the top part, or rather the bottom part of the femur, where it is protected by the patella, that kneecap. There seems to be a microfracture there. So they're going to do a laparoscopic surgery, or I don't remember exactly what it is, but they're going to go in, they're going to look at it, and they're going to determine if it really is a microfracture, at which point they're going to decide whether or not they need to drill little tiny holes in that bone in the femur, and those holes will basically encourage the bone to start healing, and it hasn't really been healing properly for the last year. It's also possible that due to the injury, the impact and everything else that I've been doing to the knee in the last year to try and stay physically fit for my job has also possibly caused that fracture. So the bottom line here, and this may have all been more information than you guys really care to know, but the bottom line here is I'm going to get a surgery, and depending on the surgery will kind of dictate how long I'm going to be out of it. So the shortest amount of time that I'll probably be bedridden is about a week, and the longest, from my understanding, is up to 6 weeks, and then of course up to 6 months worth of physical therapy afterwards. I'm hoping to get back in the saddle, as it were, the chair. I'm hoping to get back into the saddle and record as soon as possible. However, I have not been fortunate enough to really churn out a lot of pre-recorded content for the channel since I have returned to the States. I have been trying, and I've been like barely making my own deadlines. So it's very possible that we could go a week or two without content on the channel after that surgery. I will probably resort to vlogs like this one just to make sure that all of you know that I'm here and that I haven't forgotten about you, but my health and well-being take precedence over playing video games, especially at the low numbers that I'm at right now. I'm really not earning money off of YouTube, and I really don't like talking about money and earning and all of that stuff. So the one final plug here while we talk about money before we move on is that I am running a Patreon campaign, and that Patreon campaign does give you access to my personal Ark server, and as the additional funds come in on that, I will open up additional servers so that we can play different games together. So moving on from that. So I want to talk about the vlog that I put up last week. I am still attempting to recruit other content creators and get some people together so that we can do some stuff in Ark and kind of do that storytelling series. The way that it sits right now, we don't have even 10 people that are interested, and I think the biggest factor behind it, if I'm being completely honest, is it's a little intimidating to think that you could be outside of your comfort zone as a content creator. And honestly, as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as somebody who really enjoys creating and editing videos just to see what type of story that I can tell, I can tell you guys right now that the more you break out of your comfort zone and the more you push yourself, the better you're going to be and the more fun you're going to have with this hobby. I can tell you guys, all of the viewers out there, all of the people that are not YouTubers or content creators, but you enjoy watching videos on YouTube, I can tell you guys that I find more enjoyment in actually editing the videos than I do in playing video games sometimes. There's a lot of times when I use games to de-stress and to kind of, just come down from a stressful day, and that really, really helps. But I can also tell you guys that taking multiple clips and putting them together and telling a story the way that I want to tell it is also highly rewarding. So all of that being said, I kind of rambled a little bit here in this vlog. I like to keep them under 10 minutes. Hopefully I can edit this down to be under 10 minutes. I just want to tell you guys thank you so very much for continuing to support the channel, for continuing to stop by and say hi, to leave your feedback on the videos and everything. Don't forget the questions that I asked here today, guys. If you want to see specific content on the channel, drop those comments in the section below. Let me know what you think, and let me know if there's a specific game that you would like to see me play. I could try to resurrect Fallout. I could try to continue Skyrim. I could try to go into a completely different game here on the channel within reason. If it's not something that I already own on Steam, as long as it is inexpensive enough, I may purchase it and start playing it and bring it to the channel. Planet Nomads, unfortunately, because of the optimization in that game and because of the audio issues that I'm experiencing, I will probably hold off from recording until it goes into the closed beta, and I'm hoping to bring Planet Nomads tips and tricks to kind of complement the Ark tips and tricks that we've been doing. Anyway, thank you guys one last time. Thank you guys so very much for continuing to support the channel, and I will see you next weekend.